What is going on, everyone? Welcome to week 10 of RTT. So, for those who are in the know with the league, there are 11 weeks of the league. Um, I have already played my week 11 match. We did end up winning it. Uxie decided last minute that, well, not really last minute. It was like 2 weeks ago at this point, but decided that they were going to forfeit. But instead, because that has a potential for like affecting playoffs. We had a substitute step in, so I ended up playing Prime, and ended up winning the match 2-1. But there's probably not going to be a video over it. I was playing at like 4 a.m. It was a long day. I didn't want to deal with it. So this match determines if we make playoffs or not. If we win, we're in. If not, that's going to be it. That's going to be the season. And obviously, I would really prefer not. So there are two outstanding matches at this point, both of which are being played by our opponent today, and depending on the outcome of them affects whether I make playoffs, Aaron makes playoffs, or in one situation, both of us do. So let's just jump right in, talk about what we're going to do today and how we're going to try to secure our spot. So this is the Liberty Bellsprouts, piloted by none other than Applejacks. Fantastic player, was in the league last season with us as well. Fantastic person. Have nothing terrible to ever say about them. So, let's talk about their team. We have Mr. Mime, Aromatease, Galork, Rapidash, Vileplume, Wishy-Washy, Ninjask, Sock, Duskull, Galarian, Linoon, and Vikavolt. So first thing that really sticks out to me is they have a very good Trick Room mode between like Mr. Mime, Aromatease, and like Duskull to get Trick Room up, and then Vikavolt, Wishy-Washy, Golurk to sweep underneath. They have like a potential fast mode with like Rapidash, Vileplume. They also have like Ninjask and Sock, both of which are very, very powerful Pokemon and very fast as well. So their team's very well-rounded in all actuality, but we're going to try to go about this in a way where we can abuse whatever kind of speed control they have going on. So, this is it. This is the squad. Hopefully these six are going to be what we need to pull it out today. We have Lumberry, Avalugg. This is a nod to all the physical attackers they do have on their team. If Trick Room does go up, Avalugg is actually going to be slower than Vikavolt, so we can do pretty decent damage into it. We have Lumberry in case they have like Will-O-Wisp on either of their Ghost or like potential burn off of like I believe Flame Body Rapidash. That is a thing, right? I'm not just making stuff up. Yes, cool. I believe it also has access to Will-O-Wisp this week, so like that's another thing we had to be wary of. So it seems like Lumberry was a pretty good choice, all things considered. Potential Dynamax target most likely just try to get Trick Room up or abuse their Trick Room and try to sweep them underneath it. Screens Morgrim with Foul Play and Fake Tears going to try to do some decent damage that way. I think leaving Taunt and leaving Taunt feels good because Aromatease just stops it. Like Fake Tears is going to let us do extra damage with our later sweepers here. And I think Screens is going to be really important to be able to help with damage, like prevent damage output. Foul Play, of course, being our main primary attack here, going to hopefully do a ton of damage back to our opponent. Eviolite, Herdier, pretty common spread of what we've been doing this season. Snarl, Baby Doll Eyes, Yawn, and Protect. Not really needing to do a lot of damage, but you know if we do, we have Snarl, so it'll be fine. This is the one I'm very excited about. We have Blunder Policy, Serene Grace, Blissey. So with the 4 speed EVs here, a Blunder Policy means that we're going to outspeed Sock, which I think could be very important. We're really just trying to do the thing. Like if we get a freeze off of Blizzard, perfect. If we get a burn or a para, better. Like whatever, we'll take it. You know. Blissey is really here just to hopefully annoy the crap out of him and try to spread some statuses. And if we ever miss because we're playing 3 very inaccurate moves, Blunder Policy says we're going to go crazy. Um, we have currently Rocky Helmet on Shuckle. I don't know if I like that, and I'm debating if I want to swap that last second to, like Citrus. I think Citrus is probably going to be better. I don't have EVs on this thing. That's not what I want. That looks much better. So we have, Guard Split for Blissey things. We have Helping Hand, Knockoff, Infestation. I think this is actually one of the first times we've brought Infestation this season. And, we're just going to try to annoy people. That's literally our general plan, is try to annoy him to the point where we can just pick up wins. We did end up Guard Splitting Wailord this season with in the Week 11 match. Which, we ended up winning that game because Wailord is an unkillable wall at that point, and it was great. We're doing Focus Sash Eggy here in this last slot. Hypnosis, Endure, Energy Ball, Ancient Power. I think Endure is probably better here than Protect, just so like we can potentially stall out an entire turn of their Dynamax with it. Whereas Focus Sash, once it's broke, it's gone. And like Protect doesn't always save us as well. Ancient Power is for their bug, but like if they have their bug, we're probably dead anyway with Eggy, and like AP boost could be like unironically good. So this is for all the marbles. I have no idea how this is going to go. Obviously, I'm very scared. Obviously, we're no stranger of having our backs against the wall and trying to come out and win. So we're gonna go do that. We will see you in game. First big sign of relief. They don't have the bug. He did not bring Vikavolt, and I think that's a very, very good sign for us. Because honestly, I was pretty scared of the bug. So, what do we want to do here? They do have their, he does have his potential Trick Room mode with Aroma Tease and, like, Wishy-Washy and Golurk here. Depending on how Golurk is built, Avalugg kind of just bodies it. But I do think I like screens here. I think screens are really important. I think Herdier is pretty important. The question is, do I want to do Blissey Shuckle in the back? I don't think so. I think I would rather have Avalugg in some capacity. Guard Splitting Avalugg, so it gains like all the special defense, is also really, really appealing here. I think Herdier Morgrim is too passive of a lead. I think this is just way too passive of a lead. And I would rather do Herdier plus Shuckle with Blissey Avalugg in the back, I think. I think I like this. Alright, what do we got there? We have Vileplume plus Mr. Mime. What do we got going on over there? What do we got going on over there, Vileplume? Could yawn it. I think that's pretty okay. I think I just want to go for a knockoff into the Mr. Meme. Take away that Eviolite. I think that's pretty okay, all things considered. Yep, there's the fake out. That's completely fine. They do hit the sleep powder as well. That's annoying. That's fine, though. It's pretty okay. That's okay. So we're going to have to play through some sleep games. And I think that's fine. I'm just going to try to make the same play. They're going to go for the Sledge Bomb. That's fine. Knock off. Nice crit, Shuckle. Good job, buddy. You did it. And we will go for a knockoff into the Vileplume. Herdier, anytime you want to wake up, buddy, I'll let you. Okay. Focus Sash gone. We're going to protect this turn. And let's go for an infestation on the Vileplume, I think. Okay. I'm going to freeze dry into my Shuckle. You are no longer going anywhere. Taunt is ended, but that's fine. They can go for another taunt. I think I'm going to yawn the Mr. Mime. I think... This is really awkward. I think I want to Infestation the Mr. Mime as well. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Herdier does go down. Good job, Shucky. You're doing it, buddy. See, this is really awkward because, like, I don't have a Trick Room setter, and, like, they're obviously not setting Trick Room. So I think I'm just going to click Blizzard. And we'll go for an Infestation, I guess. Sure, why not? It's obviously very bad if we get hit with a Toxic. That's fine, though. Completely okay with this. Shuckle's on the board, baby! Shuckle is on the board with its second KO of the season. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this lead completely bodied everything we had going on. I'd like that to be known. Obviously, the sleep powder is annoying. Gonna click that Blizzard button. Gonna click that knockoff button. Just gonna try to make it miserable too. Be like, look, you're stuck here with me, not the other way around. Oh, there's our blunder policy, baby! And we get the freeze! Heck yeah! And we took away its expert belt. So we will... Honestly, Dynamaxing Blissey now does not seem stupid. It doesn't seem like the worst thing I've ever come up with. Because this will allow me to KO before they get to do their thing. Then I can guard split into Blissey. It's still faster. Interesting. Go away. Got him. Blunder policy Blissey, baby. I am so excited for this. This is something I wanted. Apple currently asks, can I forfeit to preserve info? This game is hella over. Yeet. I'm so glad we got to do the thing. Shuckle was actually very, very useful, and I love it. The fact that we were able to not only get, like, multiple knockoffs off, but, like, we also got the freeze. Like, we just did literally everything we wanted to do with this combination today, and I love it. Let's get to game 2. That was so incredibly hot. I was not ready for it. Okay. I think if they're going to try to put me to sleep and all that good stuff with this Vileplume, how do I want to respond? How do I want to respond? I could do Morgrem Eggy. The fact that I feel like it's pretty obvious I don't have the like minimize stuff going on here with Blissey, seeing how I clicked Thunder and Max Flare. I think it's pretty obvious I'm not doing the annoying things there. Could do Eggy. I think Eggy's actually really important in some capacity. The question is whether I want it. I kind of like Morgrim. Set up a Fake Tears. Blissey seems really good. I don't know how to feel about Avalugg. That's the thing here. It all depends on how they're built. Like, we know this adds Sludge Bomb and Sleep Powder, and Toxic. No Protect on anything revealed. I think they probably are just going to try to put Shuckle to sleep now. I think it's like Herdier, Blissey, Shuckle, Eggy. I don't know if Herdier's all that good up front, though. Could just lead Blissey, Shuckle. I don't think that's a very good lead, though. I mean, it might be fine. They can only put one of these things to sleep. We didn't reveal all of our moves on Shuckle, right? Correct. Avalugg could be fine here as well. I think trying to set up Trick Room is actually correct this game. The problem is I don't have it. I was really hoping they'd go more all in on the Trick Room stuff. I think Eggy is good. I think I want Herdier or Morgrim. I think Herdier probably has more utility. Just being able to like intimidate down this Golurk. And potentially Rapidash. It seems really awkward to want to bring Eggy in a matchup with like multiple things gunning for it. But I also think that like getting the potential to ignore the Sleep Powder could be useful. Just to keep them on their mind games. I think I like leading Blissey plus Morgrim with Shuckle, Eggy in the back. Let's do it. I think this is probably okay. There's going to be Mr. Mime plus Wishy Washy up front. Okay. Okay. I could immediately max. Go for Lightning plus Fake Tears this. Also could just Protect. I think Protect plus Reflect is probably the play. This is probably going to go for Fake Out into Morgrim, though. Could swap to Eggy in that case. He's 76. This is also 76. That's really awkward. Really, really awkward. Because I would like to set Sun and try to go for Hypnosis here, but being Speed Tide makes things really awkward. So I could just max and go for Flare into the Mime. It'll live, though. That's the problem. Because it still has Eviolite on. And based on the damage we did here, we did 13 to Mime without its Eviolite from a Blizzard. So that's reasonably like 10% from a Blizzard. This turn's really hard. This turn determines a lot of what we got going on. I think it's correct to just swap to Eggy. I think I like this play. There's the Dynamax. Yep, there's the Fake Out. There's the Max Quake. Okay. That's completely fine by me. I think I like Blizzard. Hypnosis, the Wishy Washy. We know that Mr. Mime's going to outspeed. Okay, they just max guard. That's fine. Man, I even would have hit. That's the worst part. Okay, Blunder Policy is now activated. This is still faster than us. We know that. I still think clicking Blizzard and Endure this turn is good. Perfect. Freeze. Freeze. Hell yeah. That's why we play the attacks. That's exactly why we play them. Now I think I want a Fire Blast and AP. Yeah, Eggy goes down. That's completely fine. We do connect. They thaw. And they're physical. Okay, well. That's really awkward. Because I don't have a Dynamax target now. That's really, really awkward. Heck yeah. My time has come. My people need me. My people need me. Let's go, Shuckle. Who is ready for Dynamax Shuckle? So that removes the special defense boost. So now we can Flutter by. I'm going to Foul Play into the Wishy-Washy. I think I'm just going to double the Wishy-Washy this turn, actually. Okay. Holy cow. That did a solid chunk. 28%. We're at 21, so this KOs. Actually, no, because of the Flutter by, I shouldn't get KO'd, actually. So I'm going to Flutter by the Mr. Mime, and we'll Foul Play the Wishy-Washy to KO. That's fine. That's completely okay. Oh, more Grim. Oh, this game's really stressful. We will Infestation the Wishy-Washy. And it doesn't matter what I do here. This is getting KO'd this turn. Ouchies. Heck yeah. Exactly what we wanted to do. Good job, Shuckle. You're doing it, buddy. That still did a lot. Please stop. I would like to know what item this Wishy-Washy has on it. I would like to know these things. Rindo Berry. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And Golurk is their last. That's fine. Which we know is Expert Belt. Okay. Okay, physical Wishy-Washy is going to be a problem. Physical Wishy-Washy is going to be a problem. I think because of that, I like Herdier more than Morgrim. And I think this last game, I want to leave. I think I want to leave Blissey at home. I think this is a game for Avalugg. He has shown me he's very much going to bring physical attackers, so I think Avalugg is the play. I think Eggy's good. I think Herdier is good. And then I want Avalugg. And do I want Shuckle? Or would I rather bring Blissey? I think Blissey's actually the play. Alright, what do we got? It's Wishy-Washy, Mime. Okay. Perfect. They are currently -1 Wishy-Washy with Rindo Berry on it. So, Earth Power, Energy Ball's not going to do a lot. I could Rockfall into here. Just to get out of range. What all did we see on this last game? Max Quake, Liquidation. Max Quake, Liquidation. I'm going to go for it. Actually, I think I want to Hypnosis here. And Yawn here. Okay, that's fine. You're going to go away now. You're what? You're mixed Wishy-Washy? I was not ready for that. I'm going to go into Blissey. I'm going to Yawn the Mr. Mime. Herdier stayed asleep entirety of game 1. Okay, Blissey eats that. Get that Yawn off. Now we go to... Oh, I'm faster than the Golurk. I could just click Blizzard right now. I could just click Blizzard right now. And do I want to Baby Doll Eyes or do I want to Yawn this? I think I have Baby Doll Eyes. Okay, Wishy-Washy comes back in. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually care about that. And bring out Eggy. Eggy is faster than Wishy-Washy. We'll go for Hypnosis. And I'm going to Yawn the Golurk. There's a non-zero chance that Golurk switches into Rapidash. Perfect. I'm going to click Endure. I'm going to Yawn the Wishy-Washy. I think Rapidash could actually reasonably stay in here. Herdier is not taking a single hit, but we've also done exactly 0 damage with it, and I'm already down him on. Okay, they're Life Orb, so they're just going to go to sleep. Okay. I think I'm just going to AP here. And Baby Doll Eyes the Wishy-Washy slot. This could swap out into Golurk this turn. If so, that'd be good. I actually think AP and Snarl is even safer. Because if this watches the Mr. Mime, I'm going to drop that special attack. No boost. Sag. We can Endure. We can Snarl. He's going to fake out the Eggy slot. And if the horse wakes up this turn and gets a Heat Wave off... Okay, that's fine. I preserve my Eggy for another turn. Perfect. So honestly, Avalugg kind of slaps now. Like, unironically kind of slaps. This is... Wait. No guard means attacks into and against it can't miss, right? He should just KO my Eggy this turn, I would think. I'm going to yawn it. Okay, perfect. Exactly what we wanted to see. Exactly what we wanted to see. He's going to Rockfall and KO me, but that's completely fine. Because I'm going to bring in Avalugg. I'm going to Rockfall this dork. He has Charm as his last attack. That's so absurdly terrible for us. That's so terrible for us. I mean, he's going to get another Charm off regardless if I protect or not. I'm just going to need to crit a couple times. Okay. And then here, I'm going to Hailstorm the Golurk because this will let me set up Hail so I get Ice Body Recovery. Yep. Liquidation naturally crits and gets the defense drop. Why would it not? Golurk is currently the fastest thing on this field. There's a 50% chance for it to wake up this turn. I think I need to KO it. Ah! Man. What could I have done differently? What could I have done differently this game? Man, the fact that he went for fake out into the Herdier really cost me. Man, the fact that he preserved information on Charm until literally it mattered was absurd. No guard Golurk was obviously very good for him. I don't know what I expected. I could have protected, I guess. That turn. Man, wild set. Insane. So I guess we can talk about the season. I guess we can talk about the season and talk about the team. On the way out here. Because unfortunately my season's over. That's that. Back was against the wall and unfortunately we were just not able to clutch it. So let's talk the team. So what can we say about Season 5 of RTT? I think this team was fine. I feel like we were very much lacking in offensive pressure overall. I thought bringing Wailord would definitely help with that, and Wailord was fine in a couple different spots this season, but overall was kind of disappointing. Avalugg was good when Avalugg was good, it was great. And, ultimately it did end the season, not in a triumphant manner in that last game, but it tried its hardest. And, man, there was multiple times we were able to do Avalugg, sweeps this season, and it was good. Morgrim continues to impress me. I still think it is by far the cheapest. It is the best Pokemon for its price in the entire league. I think at 12 points when we were at a 100-point budget, I think Morgrim is by far a steal. I think Tangela is completely overpriced. I think with the inclusion of like safety goggles and like Lumberry and just all these things that like people can relatively prep against you, I just don't think Tangela as a redirector is actually good. I think at 15 points it is incredibly too expensive to be as to get the point to get the usage out of its points that it has. I think it has cost too much. Same with like Vulpix. I think Vulpix at 10 is kind of a little too high for how frail it is and for as little like effect that it actually has. Like why would I pick up Vulpix when like Riolu is at 13 and can have priority Sun as well as 100 other different things that Riolu has access to, whereas Vulpix is just really, really frail. I think I would just rather spend the extra 3 points and get Riolu, which I honestly think Riolu is probably the best Pokemon in this league. For like, if Morgrim is good, Riolu is absolutely insane, and I did not realize that until watching Jay play with Riolu this season has been an absolute nightmare. I legitimately think that Riolu and Morgrim probably both need to go up in value for next season if there is one before Scarlet and Violet come out, which I doubt there will be. I think this is probably the end of RTT for Sword and Shield. Blissey and Shuckle were absolutely insane and forced my opponents multiple different times across every week to prep for them, and I think that's obnoxious. Blissey, I think, is very, very good on its own. Shuckle, I think, is honestly very good on its own as well. When you combine the two, I think is when you get these problems of just unkillable walls. But I mean, Shuckle kind of facilitates that on multiple different things. We were able to do it on Wailord. There was a time where I was planning on doing it with Flareon and making Flareon this guts boosted unkillable demon that it ultimately could have been. I think that Shuckle is very good for what it's trying to facilitate and forces your opponents to prep in a way that they were not ready for. I think Blissey, along the same lines, gets to do a lot of really cool things. We had multiple instances today where we froze our opponent and we made them sad. And that was awesome. I loved it. Lunatone at 3 points I think is actually very, very good. I think Lunatone is very cheap and very, very affordable and good for its point value. Eggy is fine. I think Eggy at 12 is probably a little high. Flareon at 8 I think is probably about right. Overall, this team was just lacking damage. I think had we turned like these Eggy points into, honestly, I think the Tangela points should have gone into another physical attacker. I mean not necessarily a physical attacker, but like just some other form of offensive pressure to force our opponent to play in such a way. Because like everything that we were pressuring with Tangela, we kind of were also pressuring with Eggy. And that's not something I realized until too late into the season. This Sun Core that I have of like Vulpix, Eggy, Flareon, Tangela just didn't feel cohesive enough multiple times throughout the season. And I mean, that's why we went on like a 6-game losing streak or whatever. Just because like my threats all overlap with each other and it's really easy to prep for them. So then that allows my opponents to prep for the Blissey Shuckle, the Avalugg, like these things that, because these have a lot of overlapping weaknesses to them, they're able to prep for essentially everything. Which is, I think, something in Draft League that you need to be able to do is exploit what your opponent's expecting you to bring in some way. I think being able to say, okay, I have 11 threats. You can only prep for so many of them before you start losing percentage points against something else. And I think that is where you can get an edge. And unfortunately, I had too many overlapping things this season. So where, they can prep for Eggy and Tangela essentially in the same slot. They can prep for Vulpix and Flareon essentially in the same slot. Flareon and Avalugg kind of have this overlap of both being physical attackers, so that's easy to prep for. Wailord kind of fits in that same category of being like a potential physical wall, like a physical attacker. So like, Intimidate now invalidates 3 of my attackers. So there's a lot of overlap between these 11 Mons. Overall, this is a very, very fun season. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, I wish I could have ran it back and, claimed another title. But, overall, I'm really satisfied with how this season went. I feel like I was trying to, my back was against the wall these last several weeks, and we were able to potentially rally. The fact that we went into today with a chance for playoffs, I think tells you everything you need to know about this season. Obviously, I'm going to be cheering for Jay. I'm going to be cheering for Aaron to take it down. Both of them have helped me so much this season. I am very excited to watch the rest of this season. And if that's something you all are interested in, I can do post commentary over those matches. By all means, please leave a comment down below if that's something you're interested in. And if that's something that people want to see, I will do it, because I think that this season being potentially the last season for Sword and Shield in this league means a lot, and I'm very, very excited. So if that is something you all are interested in, by all means, please leave a comment. And I think that's going to be it for me. I think that's going to be it for today with RTT. Thank you all so much for coming on this 11-week journey with me. Unfortunately, I can't run it back, and that is what it is. But you all have a fantastic day, and have a good one. Peace.